What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about stress in college, something I think that we all can relate to. Stress. Stress. It's hard to explain what stress is, but it's a very real thing, and we all know what it is. Sometimes you have a lot of stuff to do. You have 2 papers that are due, you have a couple of tests coming up that you should be studying for, you have homework for the next day, you have a presentation you're supposed to prepare, you should sleep and eat, you really ought to shower after a few days, and you don't want to completely let go of your social life. That's a lot to handle. There's 2 little voices in your head, and one of them is going, what are you doing? What are you doing? Get out of bed. What are you doing? You're going to fail. You're going to completely fail out of college. You're not going to get a good job. You're going to be on the streets. You're going to be homeless. Get up now. Ah! And then there's another little voice going, just no, I can't do this. Just sleep. You know, it'll all work out. I don't want to deal. You're going to fail anyway. No, I just want to sleep. If you can relate to this, congratulations. You are just like millions of college students across the globe. I understand what this can feel like. So, I don't need to explain to you what this is like. We all know what this is like. The question is, how do we deal with this? A lot of people would say, work ahead, get stuff done, be self-disciplined, work hard. But you can work your butt off and still be kind of stressed and just have all that stuff due because they give you a lot of work. And you're also trying to juggle social life, eating, sleeping, cleaning your room, showering, all the normal stuff, plus getting homework done, plus planning ahead for tests, plus meeting with advisors, meeting with professors. Maybe you're in a club. There's so much that you have to do. Sometimes it can get to be a bit much, and working hard doesn't always just cut it. Of course, there are those students that are A+ students. They can handle everything. They do it all. But there aren't many of those. Okay, congrats to you guys, but there aren't many of you. So, how do you relieve all this stress? What do you do? Good question. I'm not entirely sure. I'd say it's a little bit different for everyone because everyone has their own way of studying, their own way of working, their way of focusing. I can't just tell you, here's what you should do, and it's going to work for you. Occasionally, there are going to be times when you're going to have to step back and say, I am not thinking about this. For half an hour, I am not thinking about this. I'm going to relax. How do you relax? Yeah, that's different for everyone. I mean, me, I have to get some fresh air in the room, kind of clear my head. I usually open the window. It does not matter the temperature outside. I will open the window because getting that fresh air really helps me. I'll turn on music, like calming music, like basically just acoustic guitar. For me, it's just like that's what it does for me. Also, you may not be able to change this depending on your situation, but if you can, work your color scheme for your room, wherever you live, in a way that kind of relaxes you. I don't know how else to explain it, but my color scheme right now is sort of like really, really dark blues, navy blues, and whites, and grays, and those colors just sort of relax me. Now, I'm wearing a dark blue shirt. That is completely coincidental, I promise. But this is the color of my comforter thing. And then my pillows and sheets are just plain white. And just like laying on my bed and looking out the window, it's just relaxing. I have a little bit of music in the background. I have some canvas paintings on the wall that are mainly like dark blue and grays and whites. So occasionally you will have to step back and say, I'm not thinking about this. And after the half hour, take that deep breath and go, okay, I'm going to tackle this. Now, in a week, this probably will all be blown over and it'll be fine. You just have to kind of remind yourself that in the future, it's probably not going to be as big a deal. But I know that it feels like a big deal right now. I do understand that. If you can, I would recommend finding your study place, wherever that is. Find it outside of your room. Don't study in your room too often. Occasionally, you kind of just want to sit on your bed and work on homework. My bed is like right against the window, so I can work on homework and look out the window and watch people. But I don't do that very often. My place is in the rec center, our recreational center that we have. There's this little lounge area off to the side that has a couple tables, and I just sit at one of those tables, and I've found I work really well there. When you first start college, it'll probably take you a couple of weeks to find your spot. But once you find your spot, stick with it. If you're that kind of person that needs to change spots every now and then, do that. But try to keep your studying out of your room, out of your dorm, your bedroom, wherever you live, your apartment. And so then when you do go into your room, it's not stressful because it's your room. This is where you come to relax. This is where you come to sleep. Also, you're less likely to get your room dirty that way. And as any college student knows, it's kind of hard to keep your room clean, your laundry done and put away. So find a study place that's not inside your room. Maybe it's a coffee shop. Maybe it's your student center. Maybe there's a lounge. Maybe the library. That's great. Maybe anywhere, just not inside your room. Not too often. Occasionally, fine. Work in your room. If you work really well in your room at your desk, okay. All right. Try to avoid working on your bed too often because that will sabotage your study habits, I promised him. But occasionally, I'll get on my bed and be like, okay, I should do my French homework. And I'm like, nah, forget it. And I fall asleep because it's so comfortable. My bed is so comfortable. I have a really good relationship with my bed right now. I'm hoping nothing ruins it. When you can't take a full 30 minutes to step back, first of all, I am so sorry that you have so much to do. Second of all, I'd recommend just taking an occasional 5 minutes to just close your eyes and chill. Just not think about it. But then, keep reminding yourself, I can do this. That's sort of my mantra right now. I can do this. And emphasizing the can. I can do this. I will do this. Just kind of, you have to find what works for you. But for me, it just works to repeat, I can do this. Just keep reminding yourself, you can do this. And lastly, get sleep. Trust me, it'll really help. You may have to get up for an 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., whatever, but get some sleep. Just do it because that will really help your stress levels. Take a hot shower. Have some hot tea. I love hot tea as long as it has enough sugar in it. Take a break. Take a snack break. Have some food. Try not to eat too unhealthy. Try to at least get some sort of healthy food in your diet once a day. I'm kind of a hypocrite there, but that doesn't mean that you should follow my example. So that's all I have for today. If you guys have any other tips or tricks that you have to de-stress or manage stress daily, let me know. I'd like to know. I could probably use them. But otherwise, I hope you all have a marvelous day, a marvelous week, marvelous month, marvelous life, and I will see you all next time.